Okay, my thoughts on Amanda Seals and Shannon Sharp interview. For the people who critique Shannon Sharp not being a good journalist, if you're watching the clips in the full episode since Cat, you see a black man who sees something lucrative in podcasting and being an interviewer, a journalist, and is working to get better, which is why he had the cue cards with Amanda. Shout out to Adam Priest. I really am just fond of people like Amanda Seals. The only reason I seen clips with Adam Priest. But as they pointed out, you try to say you stand up for black people and black women. There are black women who don't even want to be going through the same shit you're going through, who don't want to be around you. And you have no self-reflection to that. Okay, back to Shannon and his journalism. Y'all say he didn't get pushed back against Cat, he working on that. Y'all say he over talking to guests, he working on that. But also understand he has his own journalistic style he's trying to come up with. Understand that's a black man in America. DSGB, if you don't know what DSGB stands for, that's Down South Georgia Boy. Raised by his grandparents. I don't care what color you is. We all know kids raised by their grandparents built different. And we talking about a black man whose grandparents may have born in the 2030s, maybe even the 10s or the 1900s, who may have been slaves or sharecroppers. My generation, we try our best to give respect to our elders, our ancestors, and all the trials and tribulations, the triumph and tragedy that they went through, the triumph and tragedy they went through. But we also know some of that bullshit we got to kick to the curb in this conversation. This shit shouldn't even be a fucking question. Now let's get to Amanda Seals. Like I said, I have found this like man or woman, black or white, of people like Amanda Seals. The adjective I'm using is pretentious. I see myself as high. I got a good enough diploma. I see myself as a high intelligent person. But I would never downplay. I think the majority of people are stupid, but I never think certain people are stupid. If you can get what I'm saying. Listen, my thought process is I believe some people learn now, some people learn later, some people learn never. So I'm not trying to belittle people, but again, the Alvin Preach especially, he say she's Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory. Listen, Ben Carson, we've had so many times about this human behavior. You could be academically smart, but dumb as fuck in all other areas. And as I watch these clips with her, and she's sitting there talking about, oh, they assaulted me at the party. You were told 3 times. When the first security guard, Big as Shannon, told you you had to leave, you say, well, tell her to come see me. She tell you, you don't leave. We got to get back up. Listen, baby, you cannot file assault. I am working here. This is how I get paid. And on the low, I might like to bam anybody who try to get wrong. Don't make this scene. But you, just to have the last word, you're willing to make that scene. And then cry on the internet why people don't invite you no more. For whatever Shannon journalistic style is right now, the man took a chance on that woman when nobody wasn't fucking with her. And for her to not only get out the interview, kick the man back in, stab the man in the back, she tried to anger that bitch in a certain way. That's that bullshit.